Oops, sorry for the shaking. Starting off on a good note. Hi, my name is Michaela, and this is Moon Witch Budgets. Today we are going to be cash stuffing our September paycheck number 1. Just got back from the bank and flipped all of our money around, so they're all going the same way. Alrighty, let's see what we get today. We have 150, 150. Oh, let's do plus instead of equals. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 40, 60, 80, 180, plus. Oh, we got a lot of crispy ones again. I went to the ATM, and I think that's just like what you're gonna get with the ATM. Let me see if I can do like every other maybe. So we have 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, and 70. 500. And that is what we needed. So we're doing good so far. Get this all set up here. And this one's going to be a pretty quick video just because I'm not cash stuffing all of my binders. I'm just doing the high and low priority this time. So I'm going to scoot this. Actually, we can just keep it here. That's fine. So, starting with our utilities, laundry, and propane, that is at the back of our home binder. And let me get a highlighter. I've watched some of my videos back, and I find that I gravitate towards the same. Like, I'm pretty sure I use this one every single time. So let's pick a different color. We can do this green color, blue-green color. Okay, let's see here. So we have utilities for 75, and these are at the back. So we'll switch to here. And usually I budget $150 a month for utilities, and last month it was $112. So we actually have some left over. So let's pull that out, and then we're gonna add 75. So that's gonna be 50, 70, and 5. And we'll switch all that around. Okay, so now we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 155. So I'm already pretty much set for this month, but with winter coming up, I want to make sure I'm still building that buffer. It's like sometimes I feel like I can cut down on saving, but then I get to the part where I'm like, dang, I wish I had more money for this. So I'd rather just keep saving. Laundry is going to get 30, and that's going to be a 20 and 2 5s. So we have 20, 25, and 30. And I just emptied laundry, let's see here, this morning because we went to go do that. So there's nothing in there right now. And then, oh, it rolled under here. Whoop. So we got laundry done. Propane's going to get 10, so that would be 2 5s. We do have about $100 in the bank for propane, so that's why I'm not going super crazy on the savings for that. So we'll add the 2 5s there. So now we have 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, and $80 for propane. Which is honestly probably enough. For now, I think we're doing good with that. I think we're right on track where we need to be. And then in the summertime, if we get way ahead, then I'll go ahead and slow down on that a bit. Okay, so that is all of the bills part. Then we have our wallet. So let's open that up. And we have a receipt I need to do on fetch. Okay. sorry about the sniffly nose and the groggy sounding voice. We went out of town for a couple days to go hang out with my cousin. She just graduated from the Army, and it was Army weekend, family weekend this weekend. And we all went up to go see her. She seems like she's doing really great. Honestly, she's one of those people, like, she was telling us about how there was one part where they were crawling on their stomach, and then they had to flip over on their back and basically shimmy backwards because they were holding their weapon, and they had all their gear on, and then it was like the middle of the night, and they were throwing grenades and all this stuff, and she's saying all this like she was watching a movie. Like, she's just so excited to be a part of that, and she has to go to her ATI training now, so that's another 7 more weeks, but she'll be back for the holidays, which is awesome. So it all really worked out good for the timing. Okay, so I did my wallet part out of order a little bit. So with gas, we're gonna do 80, and I think we did 3 20s and 4 5s. So that is 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, and 80. Okay. Me and my sister are going to a town about an hour and a half away from where we live for a doctor appointment, so I got extra money to help pay for gas. So before, she had like this really rickety truck, and we did not even trust it on the highway around town. She strictly drove it to and from work, and that was it. Well, now she has a brand new Subaru that she got for her birthday, and now I'm like, okay, now we're putting miles on your car because my car needs a rest. So it all works out. I help her with the gas, and her car gets the mileage, so it all evens out pretty much. Food, we're going to do 150, so we're doing 150, 4 20s, and 4 5s. So let's do that. So we have 50, I already forgot what I'm doing. Okay, 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 135, 140, 145, and 150. I don't know about you guys, but 50s throw me off, and I would almost rather just have like 5 20s than 2 50s, especially for counting purposes. Okay, so we got food done. And then we got TP for 25. All over the place. Okay. And we did 5 5s for that. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I still feel like there's like a whole chunk of brand new ones, even though I tried to shimmy them out. So, okay. So TP is good to go. Bella is going to get 25 as well. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And that is my Bella girl, and she's up here. Okay. That's spending. Okay. Does this make you guys go crazy when I'm like switching my wallet back and forth? Or are you okay with that? I can try to put this off screen next time. That way it's just this sitting here. But I feel like it's nice to know where I'm getting these numbers from, and I'm not just like making them up. Okay, medical, we're going to get 150 and 2 5s. Health, okay. So 50, 55, and 60. Alrighty, and then out to eat, I did 2 5s just so I can grab something while we're out at our doctor appointment since it's so far away. More like a snack, because $10 don't get you very much when you go out to eat these days. Alright, 2 5s for that. Okie dokie. And then that will be the end of our wallet. I think I said this on my other video, but I really didn't want to have to do all this because the thing is, I've already spent on my credit card. So I went to the bank and I'm doing this video, and then I'm going to do the cash stuffing, or the unstuffing right after this so I don't overspend. And there are some categories that I usually don't budget for at all that I spent money, and I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna have to sacrifice to get my card paid off, because I don't want to pay interest, you know. So that's the joy of budgeting, you know. Sometimes if you're not super strict with it one week, it can throw you off for a while. So it's better just to like cut it short and have to try to get through that 2 weeks where it's a little bit difficult, and then the next paycheck you can start over fresh. So high priority is going to get $20. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20. And then low priority is going to get 15. So I will set this to the side. We don't need this anymore. Alrighty, so in our high priority, I usually call this like my home binder. Sorry for the sniffles. Okay, so we have home, emergency fund, health savings, pet savings, car maintenance, taxes, and then the rest of this is like bills that I'm saving for. So it looks way thicker than my low priority, but really it's not. Hello? Oh, it popped out. That's weird. Never had that happen. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm going to go 10 into home and 10 into health, because we have to start saving up to winterize our camper. So right now it has 15. And then health, I'm expecting that I might have to do some scans soon. And where the place I go for medical care, you have to pay before you're seen. I also work at that hospital, but I don't get any employee discounts, you know. I gotta pay what everybody else pays. So right now there's nothing in it because I had to take out money for a chiropractor appointment. So right now we're gonna put 10 in the health savings. And these are like more a buffer, I guess, with the health and the pet. And yeah. So that is that. Sorry, I feel like I'm just rambling and not making like any actual coherent conversation with you guys. Do any of you guys have anyone in the military, and did you get to go to their graduation? She was in Oklahoma, Fort Sill, and so we went to an aquarium. They had a local Mexican restaurant that we went to. It was really good. And then most of the time we were just sitting around because she only had so much time she could be off base. We did go to the casino though, and I won $70, but then, so I put in 20 and I walked out with 70. But then I used the 70 to help pay for like food and fuel and stuff. I bought my mom's dinner once while we were there as well. And so really the 70 was just nice to not have to spend it on my credit card and pay back later. So I usually don't go to the casino, but when I got that, I was like, okay, we're leaving. Goodbye. I'm done. Let me out. I won something. We're done. So, and everyone else, they lost all their money. I was like, I got the jackpot. Let's go. Okay. So gifts is not an issue. Vacation, I might put some in there. Clothes is not a huge deal. That's the thing about these. Oh, wedding. I need to put money in wedding. We're doing my sister's bachelorette party 2 weekends before her wedding. So I want to make sure I have spending money for that. So I'm probably gifts. Okay. We'll do 10 in wedding and then we'll do 5 in vacation. So I know this isn't how I usually do it, but this is where the money needs to go right now. So in wedding we have $200 in the bank. And my mom was so nice. We're renting a cabin, and she was like, hey, I'll just pay for the cabin. That way you guys can save your money for the excursions. Because my sister's wedding party my sister is a teacher, and then 2 of her bridesmaids are teachers. I don't make a ton of money. And then my other sister, is a mom of 5 kids. So none of us have money to like super go out crazy. And we were just thinking to rent a cabin to chill make food there and just play board games and watch movies. But my mom was like, no, you guys need to go out on the town and have fun. So she paid for the cabin, and then that way we have spending money to go do stuff in town. So that was very kind of her. So for wedding, we have 200 in the bank, and then we have 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, and $61. So, and I think I have everything put together for her wedding shower, so we're getting close, and it's gonna be so fun, and I'm gonna cry the whole time. We went to do the final walkthrough at the chapel with the coordinator. I cried the whole time. Just thinking about her walking down the aisle makes me want to tear up, because she's my little sister and she's growing up. Okay, so vacation, we have 186 in the bank, and then we have 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25 in cash. And luckily, like I said, I didn't really have to use my credit card, so I don't think I'll have to pull from there. So we'll see how that goes. That is the conclusion of our stuffing video. If you see anything and you have any questions, someone asked a question on one of my last videos, and I'm like, oh, that's a great question. I don't remember what it was because I'm half awake right now. But if you have any questions, any suggestions, I about 2 videos ago started doing a future binder and a like 6 months ahead binder. And where we're at now, I don't feel like my priority binders, low or high, are where I want them to be, where I feel comfortable not putting money in them. So at this time, I think I'm going to just stick with stuffing these binders and getting them where I feel comfortable, and then we can move on to the other stuff, because the other stuff is not a necessity, but this is what we use to manage our lives and to know what we can do with our lives at the time. So these are more important to me than saving $2 here and there. I know $2 here and there adds up, but this is where we need it right now. And that's the thing about budgeting. You can always change it to be what you need it to be. And even though, and this goes for all budgeters and people that put their information on the internet, just because they are sharing their ideas with you, let me just say this. I put my stuff on the internet because that's what I'm doing, and I hope it shows people that you can allow yourself to make mistakes, and you can allow yourself to change your plan, because that life is never set in stone. So I hope you guys aren't going to be like, well, you said you were going to start doing this and now we haven't seen it, and you said this and now we haven't seen it. I do a lot of thinking out loud, mostly because I want feedback, but right now this is where we're at, and this is what I have to do. And even to the point that I may not be able to stuff in my saving challenges at this time. So I'll try to find other things to post, maybe do some more shorts than long form content. But right now that's where I am, and I hope you guys can stick around for whenever it gets better. But this is where we are now. So anyway, I hope you guys get to enjoy the rest of your week. And if you do serve in our armed forces, thank you for all you guys do. It was very emotional because we got to see my cousin, and then they were like, okay, everyone can form up again because she has to get shipped off again. So it was like bittersweet to be able to see her and then to have to like shoo her away again. So it was a long car ride back, but she seems to be happy in what she's doing, so that's great. All right, well, you guys have a great week. If you make it this far, thank you. It was very rambly. If you don't mind to like, comment, and subscribe, that would help me greatly. And then my next video should be a cash unstuffing of what I spent on my credit card. So I'll see you guys there. You have a good one. Bye.